All right, all right, all right. Fung and Shway, we're back.
Hello, America.
Yep. Episode 2, dose.
Yeah.
Of our. That's pretty strange because I don't know why I did that. Because there's another podcast that I follow, and that's what they do. They try to basically name their podcast in Spanish numbers every week, so it's easy to dose.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is new. This is new for us. I think it went pretty well the first week.
Yeah, man.
Yep. We're back here again. Yeah.
Never cease to amaze me.
Yep. What we're actually doing is we're getting a habit to try to do 2 of these at a time. So basically free up some schedule.
Yeah.
Be doing 2 at a time. And so limited amount of time. And so we're trying to work on some segments of what our audience might want to see.
Yeah.
I know what I particularly, I think it'd be pretty neat to have some segments. I'm interested about that. I'm interested in history with Mike.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I think that we should try that and see how it goes, because there might be more people. You told me you met the one other person that is hooked up with Oak Island, and you met him in Mexico.
Yeah.
And so I was just curious, this might be a time to promote. Imagine this. Imagine that stories of Oak Island reach back to them and they watch our podcast and and then we would have to go back. We would have to go to the island.
I would lose my mind if they
Really?
came on. Oh my God, yes.
See? So maybe for our audience, we start off here. Maybe people need to understand, in case they've never seen The Legend of Oak Island.
The
Curse of the Legend.
History Channel.
Yeah.
Yep. Every Tuesday night at 9:00.
All right. So you want to try to explain what is the Curse of Oak Island?
All right. So this I remember reading about this island when I was a kid it was either Reader's Digest, and there was a slight mention of it in the book, the magazine, Highlights magazine, because you would see those. I saw them in I know exactly. I was sitting in my dentist's office reading it when I saw it when I was a kid. And I thought, wow, that was interesting. Basically what it is, it's an island off the coast of Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
That has many different stories of what took place on it. But one of the allegations, and there's proof to support this, is that the Knights Templar was a Christian militia that escorted Christians on their pilgrimage to Jerusalem in medieval times in the 11 and 1200s. And that the Knights, eventually they became persecuted, and that they fled Europe, and some of them may have stashed enormous wealth on Oak Island in a hole that they dug that went down 120 feet. And there's booby traps and all kinds of stuff going on. There's been extensive research on it. It's something definitely happened there. Subsequent to that, though, there's also been pirates who were there. And then there's also been British and French soldiers who were there as well, as they moved towards colonialism started. The earliest history that you're starting to see there, 1100, 1200.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. So
the history that we were taught as children, that America may not, the New World may not have been discovered until 1492 by Columbus, isn't really true. And then we always taught that caveat that perhaps it was Vikings and came across through Iceland, Greenland, and got into Upper Canada as well. That is true as well. But it's a very interesting program about what is being found on that island.
Wow. And so how long have they been excavating?
This is, I think they're in their 12th season.
Really?
Yes.
And so eventually they were just there, but from what you've told me, they bought the island.
They bought a large portion of the island, yes.
And so they've got people coming all over.
It's very weather restrictive.
Yeah.
Because they can only do it late, what would be for us, late spring and all summer long. Like, I think their functional work time is only about 8 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So the plan is us to create this here segment, because a lot of people might not have time to watch the History Channel.
Is sparked in your mind by every now and again me throwing out a point of history that either has intrigued you that you know about it or that you didn't know about.
Right.
Right.
And so everything from the Knights Templars, I didn't even, to be honest with you, I grew up in Texas, as we talked about last week. It was pretty much all Texas history. I can tell you a lot about that.
Right.
But
blew your mind when we first met that I knew about the Battle of San Jacinto.
Oh, absolutely. That's truly, by the way, don't need to go too much into history.
Right.
That's truly the battle that won. It wasn't the Alamo. We lost that battle.
Right.
But Sam Houston basically he retreated with all his people. Almost a mutiny. Hold on, bad story. But anyway, almost a mutiny all the way back to San Jacinto, where Santa Anna, which is a whole other story. We can talk about that later.
Right. But basically, that was the battle that won Texas independence.
Absolutely. Right. The Battle of San Jacinto is truly the battle that won Texas independence.
Right.
And then, you know what Sam Houston did? Sad story. He basically captured Santa Anna. Just want to tell you, there's a song about the capture of Santa Anna. Yeah. Some people believe that's what it is. You know what the name of the song is?
No.
The Yellow Rose of Texas. So the Yellow Rose of Texas is about a Bohemian slave girl that supposedly entrapped Santa Anna, and she's the one that basically turned her over to Sam Houston's men. So the Yellow Rose of Texas, she's the girl for me. Anyway, it's basically about that. Yeah, I'm not singing anymore. But anyway, all that history, I didn't really learn that much about the Knights Templars until you started sparking this. Then I had to start looking up stuff. And then in my office, I have a television, not here, but in my other office, I have a television, stays on the History Channel, watch some old versions of it.
Right.
So the plan is tell our audience a little bit more about it. Maybe they get spark of interest.
Yeah.
People on the island say, hey, listen, Fung, Shway.
Back to Rick and Marty Lagina.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, if you're Rick and Marty and you think that Fung and Shway could do a live podcast from the island,
I would become unhinged.
I think we even pay for our trip. They don't even need to pay for anything.
No, just let us do it.
Yeah, we'll be there live. We do a podcast there. Our audience would love that.
Discovery or History Channel might be
pick us up.
Some licensing issues there.
Yeah, maybe we could do that, but it's a live podcast just for us.
Yeah.
Oh. So
I like where you're going.
Every week we're basically going to have an Oak Island update. I think we should have just what's a recent thing.
Oak Island or any type of history?
Any type of history. Okay. We can talk a little more about the Yellow Rose of Texas. We can talk about
perhaps
Sam Houston's.
Some current events that would spark that originated in historical events.
Yeah. Like there might be people out there. I went to Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah.
State University. People out there might not know Stephen F. Austin probably was the person that brought slavery to Texas. And it's what the city of Austin was named after.
It's crazy.
Yep. So,
all right, I'm on it.
People are out there thinking to themselves, man, history with Fung and Shway.
Yeah.
How do we end up with this? Yeah, there we go. So, Fung and Shway audience, stay tuned because we have an unbelievable, not about history, we have an unbelievable interview today about something that's coming up that's actually helping a local person.
Yep, local charity, local event.
Stay with us right quick. We're going to be right back with you, and we're going to go right into our interview. So, there we go. Let me tell her to. All right, we are back once again in the Fung and Shway episode. We're following up with the episode duo.
Steel Blue Vodka Studios.
Yep. Sponsored by Bamboo Rum, Steel Blue Vodka.
Yep.
But we have a guest today, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce our guest and tell us about
what. My friend Ann Angel.
Yep. Yep.
She works with the Greater Millsboro Chamber of Commerce, and she's back with us today. This is a cool little news bit, little bit of info.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm all about, helping out a little organization.
Yeah.
So, and welcome back to the podcast. How are you, buddy?
She's been on before.
Awesome. Yeah. So I looked back and it was August of last year. So
no way.
I looked back because I was like, when was I there again? I couldn't remember. I thought it was earlier in the summer, but it was August.
For those who don't remember, Ann talked about the
bypass.
Well, all the things that are starting to happen and change in Millsboro, and Trish and I were just up at BWI for back and forth in the last week, and there's stuff going on 113 up in Millsboro.
I drive by it every day. The bypass is moving along.
It's happening.
Yep.
Yes. Lots of good stuff going on. The bypass, like you mentioned, should be done probably summer of next year. And then downtown is just really moving and grooving. We've got, we just did the ribbon cutting on Monday for Nectar, which is their second location. They're located in Lewis.
Right.
And now they just opened in downtown Millsboro, and Casey's Delights, which is in the old bank building, closed one of their locations and opened here, and they are in Millsboro, and they also have one in Lewis. So they're both restaurateurs who've done very well in other locations. They know what they're doing, and we moved our office since we last talked to the former Art League building, which gives us a really prominent location in downtown Baltimore on Main Street, which is great. And
downtown Millsboro, not downtown Baltimore.
Oh, what did I say? Did I say? Oh my Lord! Hell no! Sorry.
All right. We'll edit that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll work on that. Yep.
Downtown Millsboro.
Yeah.
And since I'm coming up on my year there in March, and I've brought on 65 new members.
Fantastic,
and
Ann.
it's really awesome. It's going so well, and we just hired a membership director, and we started an events committee because for the one, I mean, for casino night, I've actually done a casino night with a company out of Baltimore called Ogo Sales. And I called, they're so great. They're awesome. And I called them up and I was like, hey, I'd really like to do a casino night. It's for a benefit. And would you come to Delaware? And they said, yes. So that was, I know it's really, and they do such a great job. So we decided to do it. Our sponsor is the Schrock Stars team of Northrop Realty. And it's to benefit the Little League, which has gone through some transition in Millsboro, but it's $40 a ticket, $45 at the door. On our website, we have the flyer with a QR code. Our website is millsborochamber.com. And basically you'll get, when you come in, you'll get chips to play games. You know, there's a roulette wheel, there's craps tables, there's everything, and even slot machines. And when you, whatever chips you get, you redeem for tickets, and the tickets will go into a drawing for, I think we're up to like 15 prizes. A lot of them are baskets that are donated by different companies, but we also have two golf foursomes, one from Plantation Lakes, and the other from Baywood. So we'll do a silent auction for that and a 50-50 raffle. And, you know, the idea is to help out the chamber and then the Little League. And it's going to be, this is our inaugural event, obviously, for Casino Night, but we want to have it every year. It's at the Fire Hall in Millsboro, which is a great space. It's just big, you know, there's tons of room there. We have Lighthouse catering. It'll be like heavy appetizers, and we have a cash bar, beer, wine, and we have some signature drinks. So it really is going to be a lot of fun. So it's important to get the tickets sold, get people there, and get them, you know, spending some money and having fun.
Right. So this year's benefiting Millsboro Little League. Would you change up the benefactor each year?
We absolutely could. And you know what I'd love to do ultimately is not necessarily change it, but add to it. You know, I'd love to be able to do that. You know, hopefully the word will get out about it this year that it was over the top and awesome, and then we'll get some more people and we'll be able to, you know, spread the wealth even more. So that's my hope.
Cool.
So how many people are you expecting? I mean, what's the goal? What's a success goal?
So we said 100, but you know, if we see a week before that we're over that, I'm just going to call the caterer and say, hey, we need more money, we need more drinks, and I mean food and drinks, and we'll be good, because I really want this to be a huge success.
I know some people that signed up today, just to let you know. know
I
some
do
people.
too.
Yeah. So yeah. So I saw
would do
that.
something like that.
Yeah.
You know, this is exactly what Trisha used to do at our house for the bear track kids in Howard County at the police department. Exact same thing. We would do casino night, and your chips
Yeah.
converted over to tickets to dump in the basket for the raffles, and we had prizes donated from Under Armour and all different
Yeah.
types of stuff come in, and we would have 150 200 people come and go from our house the
That's
first weekend
amazing.
in December every year.
Huh.
It was crazy. It took me 3 days to clean up
Sure.
the neighborhood.
Yeah.
The neighborhood.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
It was crazy.
Yep.
That's what I'm hoping for. And, I had like an amazing day today. Lennar is, I mean, they're one of our sponsors, but,
Right.
they have Plantation Lakes, just
Right.
over 2,600 homes when it's done. And I met with them and the Icon group this week, and they really want to partner with us to do some events. And we talked about doing a golf tournament because, yeah, it's right in their wheelhouse. They fill up quick, so we might not be doing it this year. I don't know.
Right.
But they also use Corrigan Sports and in a lot of their other places who help put on 5 and 10Ks. And they're super focused. They're very willing to do this. So I'm really excited because I need big partners that are and who better, right? I mean, they're a huge part of the community. I need them to help us and get things off the ground. So it's been a good week. I'm super excited about it.
Yep. Coming up on the 28th, right? That's when it is.
Yes,
28th?
March 28th, 5 to 9. That is at the fire hall in downtown Millsboro, 109 East State Street. There's plenty of parking. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep. I think it's gonna be pretty. We're gonna be there.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. It's great.
Yeah.
We'll do a little something from there too.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fung and Shway
that'd be
live. We
great.
can do that.
Yeah.
That would
Yep.
be great.
Yeah. It'd be great, like get somebody
you.
from like Lennar or from Plantation Lakes
Yeah.
on with us
Yeah.
and let them describe their involvement in their charity back. I think that'd
Yep.
be great.
So
That
what have you got Tom roped into doing? Is he doing anything special?
I'm going to try to get him to bartend.
Oh, really? Hey, just want to
Yeah.
let you know that that's one of Mike's specialties. Just let you know, Mike is an unbelievable bartender that outside of golf.
Oh,
It's Mike's deal.
I might know a thing or two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that might not be if you need somebody, Mike's the guy.
Always.
yeah.
So
Oh, that's
never
awesome.
can turn around.
That's great.
Well, that's awesome. I know that we're going to be there. We can
Yeah.
promote it. We're going to promote some stuff that's going in there.
We'll have the link, of course, on our
Yeah.
stuff.
Millsboro's
Great.
growing. I mean, even since August of last year, I mean, it's
Yeah.
continue. I know that everyone with the economy's wherever it is with inflation and everything, but it seems like Millsboro has not slowed down at all.
Well, and I think, what was sort of on the horizon and talked about a lot is now coming to fruition. Like, and you said it in the beginning, the bypass, which is huge. That, we're a little over a year from that being done. That'll get a lot of the trucks out of downtown, which makes it a more inviting place to go. And, there is a big restaurant spot right there that we're hoping a restaurant takes that will have some dinner options because Casey's and Nectar they're unbelievable, but they're really breakfast and lunch. So we definitely need something like that down there. There's also there is a theater. You don't know it, and if you can walk past it, drive past it, and not even know it's there. There was a couple that bought it that had to do some work on it, and then basically everything stopped. It's unbelievable inside, and
Wow.
if they can get that to the finish line, that could be a big draw too. And then we've got BB Health and Tidal Health that are building campuses.
I was just going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
I just had a conversation. I wish I remember who it was with, but we were talking about Millsboro, and I said, "Hey, look, friend of mine, Chamber of Commerce. Here's what she told me about a hospital campus similar to that, like Hopkins." And the person I told it to, their mouth almost dropped. They're like, "That would be awesome."
Yeah, they're going to have a helipad. I saw a doctor last year speak at one of our lunch and learns who was talking about robotic surgery, and it's coming. So I think there's like
Right.
this great snowball effect. There is another grocer going in. Weiss Supermarket is going behind the Avid Hotel. There's some
Okay.
apartments going in back there, Ryan Homes. And of course, Lennar continues to build. And, you know, their community is just amazing. And the facilities there, I had a prospective member event last night at the Landing. And I honestly had never been there before. It's beautiful. And they have events all the time. Their golf course is beautiful. And so, I'd love to do like a Star Awards or an awards banquet one year and do it there because it's really nice. It really is beautiful.
Yeah. How far does Millsboro? I mean, Millsboro goes all the way towards the Long Neck, all the way back down there, does it?
It does encompass Long Neck, and there's a lot going on in Long Neck too, which is exciting. So yeah, we really have Dagsboro, Millsboro, Gumboro, and Long Neck. So that's why, the membership director came on, because it's just hard for me to manage all of that.
That's a lot.
And it is, but there's a lot to get out there too. And what was great about last night's meeting was we had 13 prospective members who came, which is great. I think we'll get them all. But I had a lot, and I didn't really expect this. It was like heartwarming for me that I had a lot of our current members who came and told testimonials about why they joined or why they came back. Because some people left and came back, and I was like, I'm verklempt. It was great.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of stuff in Millsboro. I drive through it every day, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
Traffic's great at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was going to say, what are you doing at 4 o'clock in the morning?
I have to drive because no one's taking care of Baltimore anymore. I have to drive back and forth to Baltimore 4 days a week. So I leave at 4. And so, yeah. Yeah, but the traffic's great at 4 in the morning in Millsboro.
Right.
Absolutely fabulous. I mean, I'd like to talk to the people at Dunkin' Donuts. It's got my monograms on their door handle. Okay. I'd like to talk to them and tell them they need to open up a little earlier because they don't really wake up that early. Yeah, but that's the only thing I'd like. Are they a member? Is Dunkin' Donuts a member of the chamber? We need to get them on there.
I know they're not, but I go by there a lot to get some stuff for like our coffee connects at our office. It's great.
We need to get them on there because we need to tell them they need to wake up earlier. Says Doug needs coffee.
Time to make the donuts.
That's it. Yeah.
Right. Earlier.
Right.
That's totally correct. So yeah, that's interesting. That's traffic's great. I will tell you, I used to ride my bike whenever I lived over in Dagsboro. I would ride my bike. I had a 12-mile bike ride all the way through all the city and everything down in Millsboro. I would go from Dagsboro all the way back around over there. And there's a lot of the back stuff. The lake, I've actually went, I don't think people recognize that the boat launch and everything over there, that you can go kayaking. And I went paddleboarding and stuff over there in the whatever that pond. What's the name of
Cupola Park. It's called Cupola Park. And you say that, and what's great, Delaware Paddle Sports joined last year.
Really?
And they do a lot of that right there. It's been, but over the past year, and it's everywhere, not just Millsboro, with all this rain, the tides have come in and they're doing some dredging. So I don't know if you saw the thing about there was news about the smell in Millsboro, and people were speculating about what it was. It's dredging, so it'll go away. But
Well, I know that park that. So my daughter and I would go kayaking, and we would do. I don't know if you've heard of geocaching, where basically they have things that are hid everywhere, and you basically have an app on your phone, and you go there and you find it. It's like treasure hunting, but they're all around the world. And so I was out there and randomly pulled up my phone out of my kayak And there's a lot of geocaches that are actually in the pond, like on the island and things
Oh,
like that, that you
wow.
can go there to find. But that's a great place to go kayaking with no tide because you can go all the way up to 113. You can circle all the way back up. That's a great place to go. So the paddleport sports place, that's a good ad there. Something to do there as well.
Yeah. And then in the summer, the town organizes a summer music concert series out there,
Yeah.
which is nice. People love it. You just bring your, chair and hang out, and it's great.
It's stuff that people, I don't think they know about Millsboro because most people are driving through and they're on 113 and they don't really stop to know what's in there, or they're turning and going towards Long Neck or Rehoboth and they're just trying to go through. They don't recognize what is that the little treasure of a town to be able to stop and see there. So yeah, great place. I'm excited.
It's
So
coming up.
yep. So once again, as we sort of wrap some of this stuff up, we're looking at casino night. That is March the 28th. I have the information 5 to 9 at the Millsboro Fire Hall. Can't miss it. It's like one street off of Main Street in
Yeah.
Millsboro.
Benefits of Millsboro Little League.
Yep, $40. You or get your tickets early. That's what some ladies did today. Or $45 at the door, and go there. It's for a good cause. Yep.
Who doesn't like Little League?
Cash bar, can't go wrong there.
Bingo.
Uber picks you up there and takes you home in case you drink a little too much. Free parking. Can't go wrong there.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, stop and get donuts on the way out.
There you go.
Hey, you know where I do? I don't go there just for the donuts.
Yeah.
They also have Baskin Robbins ice cream.
31 flavors.
31 flavors.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. What's your favorite one?
Well, here's the deal. I'm straight chocolate person, but I take a 3-year-old granddaughter with me everywhere I go.
Aw.
She's my favorite. And so I have 2 grandkids. The other one's just not at the favorite. I love him, but he's not the favorite level yet. And so she and I go to get ice cream. That's our thing. Yep.
Aw.
So that's me being a good grandfather. Mike's going to be one pretty soon.
Well, I was just about to say, because he knows that we have a 3.5-month-old little boy named Jordan, who is, oh my God, Mike, I cannot wait to see you with this grandbaby. I cannot wait to see. Because Tom is like mush.
He says he doesn't like
Giant
kids.
metamorphosis.
That's what Tom
I
said
don't even
too.
like kids.
No, you just wait. You're gonna be mushy. I know it.
That's so funny. That's the name I'm going to do. Mushy. That's so funny.
Call me that. See how it goes.
All right, Ed, we appreciate your time, not taking up all your time for this evening. We appreciate your time meeting with us.
Absolutely.
We'll be promoting this, and we will see you there on the 28th.
Yeah, and I'll see
All
you.
right. Thanks
If you
so
need help-
much.
If you need help with anything, let me know.
Yep.
Okay.
Tell Tom we said hi, and
Will
we'll see you
do.
soon.
Thanks
All right.
for having me, guys. All right.
All right.
Take care.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye. All right, we're back.
Yeah.
And we're back. Hello. Fung and Shway.
We're back, and we're back with Allie on location. Yep. She's been on location for a while now.
A month.
Yep. And so just basically had our conversation with Ian Angel
Yep.
Excuse
Casino
me.
night
about casino night coming up on the 28th. Don't forget that, people.
benefits the Millsboro Little League.
Yep. And so we want to make sure that, hey, I think we're going to be there.
Yes, we are.
Yep, we've got tickets.
Yep.
So like that's what we just said. So we definitely want to promote Millsboro Little League and the Chamber of Commerce. But while we have Allie on the line with us, we've interrupted her from her fun-filled week
Reggae Festival.
in Florida.
Yep. St. Pete.
And so we interrupted her for one reason, and that is we need to wrap this up with either we're going to do a couple of things, Allie. It can be a word if you want, can be a word of wisdom that you have. Doesn't have to be a word, but we're going to let you basically bring your own segment, either man on the street, word on the
Okay.
wisdom, word of wisdom, or word, your choice.
I want to do word of wisdom, I think.
I think I like Allie's word of wisdom.
I like it.
So Allie's
Yeah.
word of wisdom. What do you got for us, Allie? How can you help us be wiser?
The words of wisdom I have for you are to, this is going to sound really corny, but to love everyone, including people who don't look like you, and just live life to the fullest. And good vibes.
Really? That's wisdom. That's deep. You think that's deep?
She is
I think
neck deep in
That's a lot of
reggae
work.
music.
Yeah, she's neck deep in reggae love music.
One love.
yes.
One.
Oh, the band's
heart.
about to start, so I'm about to not be able to hear you anymore.
All right.
All right, well, we're gonna let you go, but until next time, Allie's on location. You've got Fung and Shway, so until next time, see ya.
Sorry, I'm not gonna hear you anymore. So I'm gonna go.
All right. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, and just like that, Allie is gone.
She's neck deep in the reggae, bro.
She is. So there you have it, Fung and Shway audience. Another episode.
One love.
Yep. Any other words? Any other words? of Wisdom. Think Allie's going to make it back?
Especially a comeback.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, El Grotto's here.
He can go there.
Yeah, there we go. So until next time, Fung and Shway audience. Peace out. Love you. See ya.
You've been listening to the Fung and Shway podcast. Stay tuned for new episodes every week.